It's like, what were you doing with my drapes? The drapes that were hanging in the apartment. I never got the answer to that. Hi, I'm Carrie from Sky Properties, and this is Shane from Cloud Keys. Shane, tell us a little bit about your company.
So Cloud Keys was developed to make access control safer, smarter, and more convenient for both residents of property as well as property managers. So what our company does is we take all the access points in your commercial building, we give them smart technology. Once we do that, we give everybody in the property our mobile app that they download for free.
Okay.
And then once they have Cloud Keys technology on their phone, they can access any door, gate, garage, elevator, even their unit door.
Today's renter actually values that kind of technology more than they value the location of their apartment, which I find insane. And just looking at your app, and he was showing me that you could throw a dinner party and throw in your address, the access code, and it even they could even choose like Google or Waze, like how they want to use it and get in there. And
one of the features that you're describing is what we call KeyVite. So our mobile app allows residents a safe and convenient way to give part-time access or periodic access to people that they're inviting to their property. And they can just invite them through the mobile app, and it actually sends a map with GPS. They can even order an Uber, and it drives them directly to the property, and it gives them access only for the time that they're supposed to be there for the event. So it's very convenient.
so what about the one-time use? How does that work?
So if you're having a repair done, if you're a resident, you can do the same thing. You can either give a KeyVite to someone in your address book, but if it's someone that's just a repair person, you can give them an invite by just knowing their phone number. So you can also send a KeyVite, and then you can tag it just for that specific time and date that they're supposed to come to your property.
How would that work possibly with renting a vacancy where there's no on-site manager? Could you use it for something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. So a lot of people use our property for things such as Airbnb. So you can log into the web and you can send a mobile app that allows a short-term renter to access your property just for a certain time period of days.
My first question, of course, was cost.
Yeah.
And those intercoms, even the
Old
really
ones.
old ones
Yeah.
that you just use, maybe even one-way speaker each way, or
Yeah.
even the call box.
Yeah.
Those are already
25.
They're
25
expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive. I mean, they're not exactly cheap. They're very low functionality and very high frustration. But
And a lot of them are becoming outdated, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but some of them only hold 7 numbers, which is not realistic here in Los Angeles
Not
at
realistic.
all.
Well, the biggest problem is how to update those units, right? So the very difficult part is most property managers don't know how to add people to those directories.
Right, and you have to hire someone to come out.
Yeah,
right.
you got to hire someone to come out. So just to roll a truck out to change the directory, it's about $150 just to have a service person. Our system basically, you log into the web and you can add people to the directory on the web, and then if they move out, you can just delete them off the system. So it's very easy.
For a large building, this is almost like basically a no-brainer. For anything 20 units or more, I think it works right off the bat.
Right, absolutely. I think the biggest amenity of our product is not just the fact that one mobile app can open everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that means common area, garage, gates, doors, everything. They love the fact that they can move around the property with ease. But the other biggest factor is probably that video access control. So a lot of people think of Ring for your house.
Right.
Well, we're kind of the Ring for commercial property, right?
Okay.
So everyone loves to get video to see who's at the front of the gate or the front door of the building before they let them in. Every resident loves that feature.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Carrie.